Well, good afternoon, happy stampers. This is Judy Anderson from judystamps.com, and welcome to my Happy Stamping Studio. I hope to inspire you in your everyday paper crafting. So, today I am going to give you guys a sneak peek to some new product that's going to be coming in the new annual catalog. How many of you have taken advantage of the clearance rack refresh today? Oh my gosh, there were so many great products in there. You know, you could save up to 60%. I couldn't believe at all the stuff this morning. Now, don't forget that these products in the clearance rack are only available while supplies last. Okay, so head on over to my store and click on that clearance rack and check it out. But today I am going to be giving you a sneak peek at some upcoming product. This product is coming in the new annual catalog and will be available next week. Hard to believe it's almost here. Oh my gosh, you guys are getting so excited. Some of you will be playing with this stuff at my open house this Friday. So I just can't wait for you all to see the new catalog and all the new products that are coming out. So exciting. And don't forget about my online virtual event. You can register for that. If you are not on my mailing list, head over to judystamps.com and get on my mailing list for the information on that. So today we're going to be using some new products. I am using the Lemon Lime Twist cardstock, some white, and this is a new in color. It's pretty in pink. For those of you that have been around as long or longer than me, you know this is a color that used to be in our lineup in our regular family. It was actually in the Subtles family, and they brought it back. It's on trend again, and like I said, lemon lime twist. I am going to be using one of the Fun Patterns embossing folders. This is a regular embossing folder, not a 3D, and it's got the little triangles on that. So we're going to be embossing with that. And then here are our in color shimmer gems. So there's your 5 in colors, you guys. How many of you have snuck some peek looks at other demonstrators? I know people are already putting it out there, but I don't do it because you guys can't buy it yet. So the week before is enough to get you excited on it. So pretty in pink here. And there's a color there. Does anybody know what that color is? And then here is another blue green and a green and a peach. Let me know if you know the names of the five colors of the in colors. I will tell you in the end what the colors are. We're going to be using our Pretty in Pink ink pad and then the Spotlight on Nature stamp set and with a bundle with the stamp set and the dies. The dies are circle dies that have 3 patterns in circles. And look at this. They're opposites. So there's 3 patterns in both of them. You've got the dashes. I call this a leaf pattern, and then the kind of like an accordion pattern, and then it repeats. And then in this one, it's the opposite. It starts with that accordion pattern, then it goes in succession. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 dies in this set, you guys. Wonderful. It's just an awesome set. We're going to actually use this die right here. So I'm going to take that off. And the Spotlight on Nature. We made some cards at our convention, and we did an evening event, and I signed up for it. And so this is the stamp set and die set, the bundle that I chose for that evening. So I've made some cards with that, and I'm going to have a class in May using that stamp set. So let's get started. I'm going to start out by stamping on my extra basic white first. And I'm going to be using Pebble Path. And the reason why I chose Pebble Path is I didn't want a black, I didn't want a brown, I didn't want a gray, and this is a gray-brown color. And this is going to fit nicely just like this if I angle it. get that on there. I just thought that it was a deep enough color and it's not quite black and not quite gray, not quite brown. So it would go good. And I'm going to do the thanks right down here. Okay, I'm going to cut around that flower. We're going to fussy cut that out. This, we're going to use our die. So I'm going to move everything out of the way. I'm going to grab my mini machine and I'm going to grab my number 1 plate, my number 3 plate, my embossing folder. The number 3 plate is for your regular embossing folders, and we are going to emboss our Pretty in Pink. Let's get this right out here like that. Put this in here and it will go. Now don't forget, you've got a different plate if you have 3D embossing folders. Okay, now this went through. Oops, before my machine's. Come on, there we go. I just got to get it started. Okay, and get that through. Then we are going to take our number 1 plate and 2 of our number 2 acrylic plates, stair step them, grab our thanks. Move this up a little bit so you can see. So you can see how I stair stepped it here. Put this on, put my die there, and it fits perfectly in there. And then I'm going to get this on, and we're going to roll it through. See how quick and easy that is? Okay, we're going to move our machine out of the way, and it sticks wonderfully to my glass mat. Just love my glass mat if I haven't told you. Okay, so we've got that. Now, I am using our blends because I've used a water base to stamp my image. However, recently I did a swap and I used StazOn ink because it's a red rubber stamp set, so I could use StazOn. And I used the markers to color these flowers, and they were gorgeous. I love our new markers. Okay, so I'm going to start with the dark pink, and I am just going to go down here and just do strokes. I don't want them even. I'm just coloring where the artist colored the dark. Let's get this. You know, we may even have some tips of this being white. Sometimes flowers have white tips. Okay, now I'm going to take my light pink and go over that dark, and same thing, just lines up. I'm kind of blending that, and you can see I've got some little bit of white tips in there, and that's okay. Let's go. You know, I love when flowers have different colors on their petals. Okay, now I'm going to take the lemon lime twist. I'm going to take the dark first, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see a lot that it's a different or not, because there is a lot of black lines in here, or gray lines, or brown lines, pebble path lines. Okay, then I'm going to continue on with the light. I like the light a lot better with this particular image. I was going to try just the regular markers to see how that came out, but I decided not to. I don't want to dirty my Pretty in Pink before I really use it. And I'm just going right next to those stems. And that just gives you a hint of green there. Okay, so now I have to fussy cut this out. So really quick. So we're going to chat a little bit and see what you guys have been up to. Let me know. How are you guys doing on naming those in colors? Okay, I'm going to tell you. 1, Stampin' Up! Has something for pie. Oh, that's what I say, because one of them is a pie name. So that should, in fact, I gave you the first name of the color when I was talking about those glimmer dots. I'm just going to cut this off here. Got my scissors the wrong way. There we go. So as I'm cutting this out, I'm just turning my image so it cuts easier. Okay, I'm going to start with the easy one. Pretty in Pink. Okay. Can anybody guess what the peach name is? It's kind of cheating a little bit. I'll give you guys a second. See if you can tell me what that name would be. I just loved guessing the names of Stampin' Up! Colors when they come out. I think that's a fun thing to do. So, okay, peach pie. Okay, so we've got two colors. We've got Pretty in Pink, peach pie, Pretty in Pink. Now we have another color. Let me give you a hint. It is a name of a flower, and it's another kind of a pinky purpley tone. It's a fun tone. Does anybody know what that is, the name of that one? Or how about the blue one? Does anybody know what the blue? The blue reminds me of a cross between Coastal Cabana and Cool Caribbean that we had some years ago. It's a blue-green, and a lot of people think that when they see it online that it's the same color, but when you see them in person, in the paper in person, you can tell that it's different color. It's definitely more blue than the green color. Okay, can anybody guess? I'm not going to tell you the names of the rest of them. I'm going to let you guys guess, and I will check the comments and let you know if you are right or not. I want to cut this excess off here. I'm almost done cutting this out. You know, if it wasn't live, I could fast forward through this and not bore you. I could have cut this out ahead of time and just stamped and colored it and had one cut, but I didn't think of that. Some of you have been saying, boy, your lives have been kind of short lately. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do the whole thing in front of you. How many of you, while we're chatting about me coming on live, how many of you are in my stamping community? That's my private Facebook group. We do challenges over there. I give prizes out over there. You do have to live in the United States for that, though. Let's go around here, and we are done. So I urge you to look that up. It's Happy Stamping with Judy Community. And ask to join, and I will approve you. Answer the questions and look at the rules. Okay, so we've got that. We're almost ready to put our card together. I have got my embossed piece. And I have this piece here. This piece here, I'm going to stamp this hashtag. And where's my Pretty in Pink? I want to stamp the hashtag on the sides here. I want to add some pattern. I can kind of fit them in. It's going to be covered up. Let me go over that one. Okay, flip it around, and it does lighten, you guys, as it dries, because it looks pretty deep there, but it does lighten up. Okay, let's get up here, and that's enough. Just the ends are going to be peeking out on that one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach this to our card base. Heck, I think I could do this card under 15 minutes. And I even fussy cut. Okay, we're just going to set that right up to those edges. We're going to put this onto this other basic white. And just get this on here. Looking at our reveal, I look at the 3 edges, and if those are pretty even, then I can stick it on. And because we use the glue, we have a little bit of wiggle room, right? Okay, I am going to grab some dimensionals and my take your pick tool. Of course, I don't have the one. I got a sliver in my finger here, and I thought I got it out, and I just felt it again. Those things, I'll tell you. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to pop this up when we put this on. So let's get some dimensionals on here. Make sure we're putting enough on so it is got some dimension. 3 across there, and then 3 across in the center. That way our middle doesn't suck in. You know, it's not like sucking your stomach in. You don't want that to bow in the center. Okay, got my honey pot. How are we doing on those names? I haven't checked the comments. Okay, this goes just on the mat. Now look how bright and springy those colors are together. Okay. This, oh, here's my thanks. Okay, we're going to put this on right here, and we're just going to glue that on. And like I say, this card isn't going through the war, so you don't need tons of glue on it, you guys. Just enough to hold those spots down. Okay, flip this around. Put this right here. And you know, you could raise that up if you wanted. I didn't want to. We are going to raise this up though, so that's kind of a double. So just remember that when you go to mail it. It doesn't bother me though. And put that right down there. Let's grab those dots here. I was going to use the pink dots, but I don't know if they're going to show up. Let's see. Oh yes, they show up. This will be fine. So we're going to put one up here. And we're going to put 2 down here. Now some of you might say, oh, but they don't show up. But they do. You got that glistening there. Okay, so that's the front of our card. And see how that nicely made that pattern there? So we made our own pattern paper. Let me grab a 4 by 5 1/4 piece. And we are going to decorate the inside. And I am just going to take that hashtag pattern and go down the side. I could do flowers if I wanted, but this is going to be something just a little bit different. There we go. I did get some on my glass mat there. And this one doesn't, this one has a beautiful butterfly. I could have done the dear friend on the front, but I wouldn't have been able to use the circle. Okay. Get the thanks. That right there. And that's the inside of our card. I can always add to it later. Okay, and there's the front. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys love this bundle as much as I do and can't wait to get it. So until we meet again, everybody, Happy stamping!